Packers' Zane Gonzalez ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Green 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, whoa.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
258.
Let's go, D. 36.
Yeah, live.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper. 258.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Green 18. Right now. You got 58.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Sponge. No. Check nickel. Watch twist. Alert 3.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. And what's delay? 42.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Murray now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Murray to air it out again. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and goal, Murray. He's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
It got his man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 85 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Murray now to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Rodgers now on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 28 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Check, Mike 42. Hey.
From the 22, Murray being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He may try and run for this. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now he's going to use his legs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 42. 55.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. second down and goal. Rodgers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. A good pickup there, 26 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
This is caught inside the 15. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray, one final try. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.